Hi, my name is Adam Voker. I'm a creative director at Flight School Studio.
Adam, what are you showing here at GDC?
We're here showing Creature in the Well, which is a hack and slash top-down adventure pinball game.
So talk about, where did the idea for this game come from?
It came out of a prototype, actually. A friend of mine and I were always working on different ideas, and the idea of like a player moving around a ball and like playing a pinball game in a dungeon setting was something we found really interesting.
So yeah, like we've seen a lot of very successful pinball games on the Game Boy and like Game Gear. Sonic Pinball, Pokemon Pinball. Did you play those at all?
Yeah, I haven't played them as much as I should have, but yeah, I've definitely checked those titles out.
So talk about what it's like working, because you guys came from a VR background. What was it like making a game on the Nintendo Switch and PC?
Yeah, so optimization is always a huge part of development. The not so fun part at the end, but VR has tons of that. And so bringing it back to like regular rectangles was kind of nice because there's a lot more of a visual language that people know already. But yeah, we dug like taking some of those lessons and bringing them to the Switch.
Talk about the art design of your game. It looks very unique, kind of like cut out colored pencils almost.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm a huge comic book fan, particularly of a guy named Mike Mignola, who creator of Hellboy, and I'm doing my best to make the game look like something that he would have drawn.
It really does look like that. Now that you said that, I'm like, oh, it does look like the comics, like where he draws them, you know?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So talk about the mechanics of this game. You're not attacking characters directly with like sword swipes. I guess you can, but you're shooting a ball. You're charging up a ball and you're shooting it.
Right, so every room in the dungeons represents like part of a giant weather machine. So every bumper is part of like a servo or a circuit board or something that the player needs to turn back on. They have two weapons to do that. The first one charges the ball up and the second one shoots it at those bumpers. So like room by room, the player is slowly going through this gigantic machine and turning things back on.
So were there any challenges in dealing with, there's a lot of physics in these games with the bouncing. Was there any challenge in designing that?
Yeah, there totally was. We tried to make sure that the rooms weren't winnable by themselves because the balls were bouncing around a lot and like completing all the puzzles on their own. That was a huge challenge. Yeah.
So what's it been like working on the Nintendo Switch as a platform?
Oh, the Nintendo Switch is so great. Like being able to take the games on the go, like something that's so colorful and graphic as our game is a really nice fit for that screen. But I just think it's a great platform to be playing a game on.
Do you guys think the studio will continue to work on single player or like games on the Nintendo Switch and PC, or you guys go back to VR at any time, or?
I think we're doing a mix of everything, and the most interesting thing that we're going to be working on will be on whatever platform it's supposed to be on. But yeah, definitely, we're making more games.
Did you guys kind of bat this around like it could be a VR game?
That actually hasn't come up, but I've been asked that question a couple times today, so maybe we need to reevaluate that.
Well, it'd be kind of hard to see in first person the balls and the bounces and stuff.
Yeah, it would. Maybe we'll throw it on a headset when we get back to the studio and see what it looks like.
So where can people find more information about your game, and when does it come out?
So the game comes out summer 2019. You can follow us on Twitter at CreatureWell, or you can follow us on the WWWs at CreatureInTheWell.com.